Welcome to My Little Corner of the World, 2016, Episode 2. This will probably be the only one that will actually talk about the repertoire, one of two episodes. I did an early one about my new old timpani stick case 3 weeks earlier. We're in our last week, and our repertoire this year is Verdi's Falstaff, Massenet's Manon, and the Orpheus and Eurydice, or the Orfeo et Eurydice, by Gluck in the Berlioz arrangement. I'm going to start this little chapter with Chapterette 1A, talking about Gluck's Orfeo. This is the third of our productions, and as you can see, I have a total, pardon me with these papers here, of about 8 minutes at most, probably less, in a whole 1.5 hour opera. Now, it's a short opera anyway, but I make sure that I have my Kindle with me because I have a lot of reading to do between the end of the overture and the insert at the end of Act 2, which is the Dance of the Furies, which is wonderful. It's wonderful music. Now, in a moment, I'm going to show you how I address the problem of playing in a period style using modern instruments. First off, I'll show you what I have for sticks. I may have talked to you a little bit about that in the earlier episode, but I doubt it. So here is what we've got on my stand here. Now, these are the Martinglys. Those are regular sticks. I have a pair of Carlisle flannels, these are the half-inch shaft, the thinner shafts, almost like a Mozart. And then I have the air hose, the disc, almost like a wood. Then I have a specially built edition of the Mozarts with very small heads for articulate sound by Carlisle. And then I have the Kaufmann's, the chamois heads, mallets. Now I'm going to go through and show you what I would do, but before I get set up with the remote stand, basically I started to play on the 23 and 26 inch drums, but it sounded just too awful for my taste. So I moved back to the 26 and 29. These are my Yamaha 6000s, and I use my Rhapsody mufflers at certain levels. Okay, basically either I play them full out or about a third in. On the big drum, since it's more resonant, I'll probably do a little less. And this is the kind of, let me tune them up. The overture is in C and G. And this is what you get. Now, it kind of bugs me a little bit because we're taught to make a beautiful sound as possible, but in the Baroque instruments, that was not a beautiful time. Beautiful music, beautiful sounds in a certain way, but if you're going to go all the way historic, you have to, for a few minutes, sound like you're hitting rumbling barrels, and yet still keep them articulate. Well, I'll be back in a moment, and then I'm jumping the gun here. Here's the overture, C and G, and here's the Act 3 finale, which is all of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 bars at the end of it. And here's the insert, number 28 of the end of Act 2, the Dance of the Furies. It was written in by Gary Thorowido, who's our conductor. And it's very much in the style, so it really works. Now, I'll be back in a minute, and I'll show you how I accomplish these things and how it sounds in the different sticks. Be back in a moment.